everyone, this is Trisha and welcome to my channel. It's a nice Saturday and I'm going to be cutting up some fruit. I cut up fresh fruit for my mom and it lasts about a week, and then I got to cut up some more. So I've got a nice watermelon right here and a nice pineapple that I'll cut, and I've got some grapes and I'll just rinse those off, and I won't cut them. I'll probably cut them in half when I serve them. So I don't think I'm going to cut them now until I'm ready to serve them. But then I also have some blueberries, so I'll wash those off, and some blackberries and wash those off as well, so that everything is ready. So whenever I make a little bowl of this for my mom, or even for myself or my husband, it's all cut up and it's ready to be eaten. So that's basically what my video is going to be. And then of course a little chit chat. So I hope you enjoy watching people cut up fruit, or at least me. If you don't, there's other videos. Okay. So before I started my video, I realized, I look so red. So I went and put a little bit of makeup, and guys, I can't remember how to put on makeup. It's been so long that I've actually put it on that I didn't even know what to put on. But anyway, left myself simple, so please excuse my face. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut into this watermelon. I probably should stab it, which is what I normally do with a really big one, but this one is so round, I'm scared of it sliding around on me. So I'm just gonna cut it in half. This is just a little seedless watermelon. I do prefer the flavor of the ones that just have a seed and the bigger ones. And I actually called for my order, and just for quick pickup at the curbside. So they picked out my watermelon for me, and I did ask for the little seedless one, the personal size is what they call it. I do see some little seeds in there, so okay, that's all right. I'm gonna use my little scoop here. This is for cookies. I usually use it for that, but I'm gonna use it to scoop out the watermelon. Let me grab my container where I'm going to put all my little balls of watermelon. Okay, so I'm just going to use this little pitcher. It's got a nice seal for the lid, so that's what I'm going to use to put the balls of watermelon. So I'll just start scooping them out, and they don't all have to be perfect. But see, this is what I'm doing. Here, let me turn this around. Move that. Can you see, or should I bring the camera down? Let's bring the camera down. Okay, so let's continue just scooping. So in the comments below, let me know how you guys are all doing. If you're new to my channel, I hope you've watched, some of my other videos, because, I have crafts and I do have some recipes. So if you want to look at my channel, just click on my little icon, my face down there, or name, and that'll take you to my channels, and then you can look where it says videos. Click on that tab, and then you'll see all of my videos. You just scroll down, see if you see anything that might interest you, and don't forget to subscribe. Just making little bite-sized pieces and splattering everywhere. Why not? You can't do anything in the kitchen without making a little bit of a mess. But this is all I'm doing with my watermelon. Now my mom's staying with me now. I'm taking care of her, so that's got me, a little busy, taking her to her doctor's appointments. I actually changed her doctor, got her another doctor, someone a little more attentive, and not only him but the staff. And we're happy now, and we've got her all her preliminary appointments, everything that she has to do out of the way. So now she doesn't have to go back till, I think it's May. Yeah, May. And well, my mom does have leukemia, so we do have to go see an oncologist. And we're also going to be seeing him again, probably, I think it's either April or May. We have a lot of appointments in April, and then we have another one in May. Or yeah, April comes first. I had to think about it. Yeah. So yeah, a couple before, and then she sees her cardiologist, and we also got a ton of visits out of the way, because she did have a couple that, were missed, because I'm now the one taking over, and I didn't know she had appointments. She, my mom's got her mind on somewhere else. My father passed away in September, so things have got her mind somewhere else. So that's why I've decided just to take over and do things for her. This one's done. We're gonna do the second one now. I want to thank those people who did give us wonderful messages at that time. It was very difficult, as anyone can imagine, or many of you have gone through. But thank you for your thoughts and your prayers. So now I've got her here. I gave her my craft room because it's a room that's up in front of the house, and there's a porch in the front of the house, so the window at the front, even though there's the sunset is that way, the porch shields that so it doesn't get so hot. And another bedroom in the back that she could have has the morning sun, and it gets really hot in that room. And my mom prefers to be a little bit cold than hot, because you know, you can always just cover yourself, but nobody likes to sweat. Okay, this is almost, I don't go like too far in because I don't want to get the white part because that's like kind of bittery. I just want to get like most of the sandia, the watermelon. You know, I didn't even taste it to see if it's even sweet. Mmm. Well, it's yummy. All this, mostly the center part is what we call the corazon, which is the heart of the watermelon. That's always the sweetest part. And sometimes it looks a little bit white or pinkish, but that's because of all the sugar, I think, concentrated there in the middle. That's just my thought. That's not a fact. It could be, but I don't know that it is. But there's obviously sweeter in that spot. Okay. So obviously, I don't know, many of you have noticed you're getting a slice of watermelon and that first bite. Oh, so delicious. But as you go down, the sweetness kind of goes away. That little point, little triangles that you cut in slices, that's where the center is. So that's what I've done on this one. No big deal. If it was a huge watermelon, of course, I'd probably, you know, cut it into 3 sections. And the center one, I'd put it in something because a lot of juice is going to go everywhere. So look, I already know that one of those little small watermelons will fill up this container. So that's perfect. Put that aside. I won't need my scoop anymore. Now I've got my pineapple, and yes, I did rinse the watermelon, and I did rinse the pineapple, and I just patted it a little bit. So they are both clean. Okay, so I'm just going to cut off the top part, and then I'm going to cut the bottom, because even though it's kind of flat, I don't want it moving around on me, so this helps to keep it stable. Got a little bowl here to throw trash in, so I'm going to throw in all the peel, and I'm sure there's probably some nice gadget that does this really nicely. Oh, this looks so good. Let me cut into it. Now, when I ordered when I picked up, because I've been doing this is the second week that I've been cutting fresh fruit. I was buying the little containers, but they're so expensive. Oh my gosh, delicious. Well, anyway, the week prior when I purchased, I just went in the store and got everything, and I got myself a little personal sized pineapple. And it said honey sweet, I believe it said on it. It was so good. So this time when I ordered online, I didn't see it, but I did see this larger one, which is just another $1 more, but it's not that much bigger from what I'm seeing here. I'm gonna take a bite into this. It just looks so good. Anyway, I wasn't sure there was going to be, but they picked me a good one. Whoever filled up my cart at H-E-B in Harlingen. Thank you very much. Oh, and I had, this was a curbside pickup. Yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah, because the week before that, even though I did go into the store, we needed some extra things. But, you know, my mom and I, after running around and then this and that, I just went ahead and I just called for a delivery. And I believe I paid like $7 for the delivery. It had several fees, like amounts. That was the least. Or I think the other one was just, it was not several, but just 2 different fees. I think it was $12, like if you wanted it early in the morning. But then if you wanted it like after 1 o'clock or something like that, or 2 o'clock, I don't remember exactly, then it was just $1. Oh yeah, that was during the time that someone was in here redoing a second bathroom. A few years ago, I had my bedroom bathroom done, and they took out the tub shower thingy, and then I just had like a whole new shower built with a little built-in seat, everything all tiled, all the way up to the ceiling, no bathtub, just a shower with handicap rails and such. So this whole time that my mom had been staying here, she just used our shower, but we felt like, okay, you know, let's do the one right next to her bedroom. And nice and convenient. She was using it anyway, but not to shower. So she needed to have all her stuff together. Not, you know, something in one bathroom, something in another, or whatever. So yeah, had that done. And it came out really pretty. So if you want to see that, I'll do a little shot of it. And then you can watch it at the end of the video. But this is what I'm doing right now. Let me cut off more of this bottom part because it looks a little nasty right here in this little corner. Okay. Yeah, cut off that nasty part. All right. Well, I got all that off of there. I'm just going to cut it in slices like this first. And then I'll cut it in half and in 3s. And I'm going to get a container to put all this in. And once I'm done, I'm going to go ahead and make a little bowl for my mom. And then so like at the very end, I'll do a little thing of the bathroom so you can see what it looks like. It's just a shower. The rest of the bathroom, well, I had already fixed it up, put in a new counter, new sink, new toilet. So my boys were growing up and they used that bathroom, and because I had my craft room next to it, I was using it. I was like, this toilet seat is so small. It's like, I never noticed it. My boys never said anything growing up, like, oh Mom, our toilet seat is so small. You know, they never said anything about it. And I started using it, and then I mentioned it to them. They were like, yeah, it is. But they never said anything. Never complained. Oh well. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. Let me get my little container for this. Okay, so I noticed my camera went off. It just turns off like at about 14 minutes. So that, yeah, I'm gonna use this little lid, this container. It's got this really nice sealable lid. And yeah, like I was saying, I had things delivered and there was 2 prices. So I obviously chose the one from the afternoon. And I was paying $7 to have things delivered. But I couldn't leave the house because I had someone in here doing construction. And even though my mom's in here, I felt really uncomfortable about leaving her alone, even though that gentleman's been in our house before and, you know, done work. And I'm gonna cut this a little bit more because it's a little thick. Yeah, you know, I'm sure a lot of you would understand that, so no need to explain. Anyway, so yeah, I had something delivered, and that was really nice, having your groceries delivered. And I believe the service that they're using is Instacart. Or not, I don't know if it's, yeah, because it's H-E-B, they deliver. Okay, so yeah, from the grocery stores is what they do. So that's the service they use. Plus, I even left the tip, so I mean, come on. That's for the nice. They were very nice too, by the way, when they delivered everything. They bring it up to your door. They don't come in your house. They just bring it. They'll knock, ring doorbell, whatever, and you just walk out and grab your stuff. But you know, I get a text saying they're arriving, they're delivering your stuff. So I opened the door, and there they were, very nice people. And you know, they were putting things down gently. They weren't, you know, tossing things around and just dropping them. They were very careful. But I didn't order, like, I was gonna order eggs and such, and I thought, oh, what if they break? And I had enough eggs in the house, so I decided no. What if somehow they crack, and then I'm gonna be really upset, and I don't want to do that, especially because of the price of eggs now. Anyway, I should have gotten those egg-laying chickens a long time ago, which is what I wanted to do. My dad had some, and I was like, I want to do the same thing, build a little coop and such. Never did that. Okay, there's my pineapple all cut up. Everything else, like I said, my grapes and my berries, I'm just going to, I wish I had some strawberries. But anyway, I'm going to just rinse those out. That way they're already clean. I think we've already kind of dug from these, but we didn't rinse the actual berries. We just rinsed them when we took them out, the amount that we took out. But I'm doing that because that way we can just grab and not worry about, you know, rinsing them out again. But there we go, look at that. I had actually put my pineapple in a different container, a smaller kind of like a little quart size container, because it was a smaller pineapple, but this was a little bigger, so I thought I'd try this, and it was a good idea because this is more than, this is actually more, yeah. So it was bigger than the other one. It just seems like it's the same size. But anyway, I'm gonna rinse these out. I'm gonna make a little bowl, and that will be it. Alrighty, so I've already rinsed out everything. Yeah, I was wondering, why did I bring this out? But this is the container that I used before to fill up the pineapple, with that smaller pineapple. And look, this is so much more. So I guess it was a much bigger pineapple. Even though I was like, look, they're the same. Okay, so my grapes, I'm just gonna put them in this little container. I don't mind this one, but let's just put some in here, because the last time, that's how I put them. I have a container like this one, but smaller, like shorter. That's where I put the grapes, and they lasted a really long time. So I'm gonna do the same thing instead of leaving them in that plastic. See, you guys, remember back in the day, you'd go grocery shopping and buy all your fruit, and they'd have the grapes, and you just grabbed a bunch, you know, and everything's already like pre-packaged, which is nice. It's a nice bag. It's got a nice Ziploc on it, but it's got a bunch of little holes in it, which I don't, you know, it's great for rinsing out your grapes so it drains. But there's so much more extra plastic, and then you want to buy fruit, and you can barely find any like actual fresh fruit that you can cut up yourself. Everything's already cut up. Hello? Everything's cut up in little containers. What happened to, you know, the environment, save the planet and all that? I mean, I don't know. That's just crazy how everything's already cut up for you. And in little containers. It's super expensive when you could just buy a fresh one off of somebody, you know, on the market. Or sometimes we have people out there on the side of the road with their little fruits all set up, and they're there every day. For the longest time, that's like their spot. Just buy from them if you have that. Get some fresh from the farm stuff. But anyway, okay, I think this is all that will fit, so that gives me an excuse to eat those. I asked my husband if he wanted a fruit bowl. He was like, yeah. He said, but don't put any watermelon in. I go, okay, well then that's not a fruit bowl. You can make yourself your own, because it has to have everything. I am gonna make one for my mom. So I got this small bowl, even though this is a big bowl for her. I was thinking about using that watermelon half that I scooped all the watermelon out to use it as a bowl, just for, you know, aesthetic reasons for the video. I thought about just throwing all the fruit in here, but I've already thrown paper and stuff in this one. The other one's like, actually, it's not so bad. I don't know why I thought it was deeper. Wouldn't that be cute to fill it up all with little fruit? But that would be great if you were gonna put it out on a table and then others could grab from it, but that's just so much, and I really don't want to pour out and then pour back, you know, touching it too much. So, just an idea. It would look cute in this, wouldn't it? All right, so I'm gonna grab some pieces. Oh, and I'm gonna add a pinch of salt to her watermelon. We always grew up sprinkling salt on our watermelon or whatever fruit we were having, or a little chili powder with sugar. Those are kind of like the traditional things that we like to do. But I'm gonna put watermelon because that's the typical thing. My grandmother used to just slice up a watermelon, grab the half, go sit outside, with her big half watermelon and just a spoon and her salt shaker. Sprinkle and eat, sprinkle and eat. But you know, I haven't really been doing that because I'm thinking, oh no, we can't have too much salt. My husband can't have too much salt. But when I took my mom to her visits, I forgot the reason, you guys. They were asking me about her salt intake, and I said, well, I hardly use any salt. I just use a little bit when I'm cooking, but I don't even have a shaker on the table. I don't have anything like that. Nobody has any additional. And I don't know, with my mom, I've just been very careful. And then they told me, well, actually, give her a little bit of salt because her levels go down really low. It was her blood pressure. Every time that we've been, yeah, because it's different doctors. So they asked, is her blood pressure always low? And I said, well, yeah, all the visits that we've been doing all these past like 3-4 months that I've taken her, they always say her blood pressure's low. And she said, well, normally when people have high blood pressure, we tell them, you know, to cut salt. But because hers is low, go ahead and add a little bit of salt. So that, you know, her blood is pumping more properly and such, and she gets more energy. So that's what we're doing. And I noticed that when I do that, she does feel a little bit happier. So I'm going to sprinkle some salt into her. And you know what, guys, this is not a big deal. You know, sit down on a table or something, watch some videos or a movie, and slice up some fruit. So I'm just going to add a little bit like that. A little bit of salt because we're going to order some food, or I don't know what we're going to do. Barbecue. I don't know. I'm in the mood for barbecuing. I don't think my husband is, so we might just order already made barbecue. Okay, so I sprinkled a little bit of salt in there, and then I'm going to drop some pineapple. You know, the salt on the watermelon is delicious. How many of y'all have done that? If you're Mexican, you probably have. Okay, so then her grapes, I was cutting them in half like that for her. But one night, in the middle of the night, she wanted some fruit, and I just grabbed it. I just threw them in there without thinking, and slicing them. And then I asked her the next day. I said, "Mom, you know, I saw that she had eaten everything." And I said, "Did you have any problems with the grapes?" And she said, "No. Why should I?" And I thought, "Well, I don't know. Maybe you want them cut in half like I did the last time." And she said, "No, just throw them in whole." She was fine with them thrown in whole, and I don't know why I'm cutting them now. Just to make it extra pretty. Yeah. Just like that. That looks so pretty. And she loves blueberries. So I'm going to scatter a few like that. And I'm still not sure if she likes blackberries, guys. So I'm going to put 3 of them in there just in case she doesn't like them. Because she hasn't said. I mean, delicious. Okay, so here's my little fruit bowl for my mom. Probably make another one for myself, but I'm looking for some actual dinner. So I might save the fruit bowl for myself before, but my mom, she'll eat very little. So I feed her, you know, 4 or 5 times a day, sometimes in the middle of the night, or I leave something there in case she wants it. But in the middle of the night, she wants like a cookie or something like that. So I leave that there, but just one. She doesn't have any problem with any sugar like that, so it's okay for her to have some, but I give her a little bit. So there you go. This is what I do, and I just give her some small meals, but I don't know what time we're gonna have dinner. I mean, I can hold off. It's 3 o'clock right now, but I don't want my mom to be hungry, and then she eats very little, so this fruit should be good. She had a good breakfast, so nice middle of the day, sort of, because she woke up late. This is her middle of the day. She'll have a little bit of dinner, and then I'll give her something later if she wants some ice cream or whatever. Or I can make her, I have, sometimes I make her cinnamon, is it raisin bread toast? I make her that, or even if she wants some oatmeal at night or some cream of wheat, she also likes that. But I tend to leave those for the breakfast or cereal, because one day I will make bacon and eggs and things like that, which is what I'm gonna eat. and I give her a little bit of that, sometimes a piece of toast, and then the next day I'll say, okay, you had a heavy breakfast the day before and you were lagging a little bit, so today I'm going to make you some cereal, a bowl of cereal which she loves, which is some milk, and then sometimes I make her oatmeal and a slice of toast with butter and some grape jelly, which she loves. And she hasn't been drinking any coffee because recently, well, not recently, but I'm going to say about a month ago, when we would go somewhere, we had an appointment, I'd order her coffee and she always said, it doesn't taste good, it doesn't taste good, she doesn't like it. So I started ordering her milk or orange juice, and then she drinks the whole thing. So I've just basically not been giving her any coffee, but when she wants something, what I do is I just get her a Coke or something, and she's happy with that. So this whole story is a chit chat, just to create a little bowl of fruit for my mom, and have some ready for other days, and and I'll show you my bathroom. So thank you all very much for watching. Have a super day. Have a super Sunday tomorrow. And then I'll have a video for hopefully Tuesday or, yeah, Monday or Tuesday. No, probably going to be for Tuesday because I've kind of changed my days because of my mom's appointments. So I'll try to do it either Monday or Tuesday. But anyway, that's it, everyone. Thank you all so much. And I'll show you the bathroom. So enjoy.